Hello everyone, I'm at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona and with me is Börje Ekholm, President and CEO of Ericsson. Börje, welcome to CNBC TV18.
Thank you.
We're meeting at you. Yes, we are meeting at Mobile World Congress. Tell us about some of the things that you're picking up from this year's event as an industry leader.
Yeah. We're only at the first day yet, right? So we haven't picked up a lot of things yet. But I think what we're seeing is this whole notion of establishing the network as a platform to drive new applications, new use cases, and actually play a role in the digital transformation in a new way. And I think that's quite exciting.
And back home, we have a lot of conversation on India's technological and digital marts. So tell us your perspective and opinion on that. And, what can India do to contribute to the larger tech ecosystem?
Well, first of all, India is a global frontrunner on mobile communication today. So if you look at the networks being built out in India, it's 5G coverage of 90% plus. Already have 270, 280 million subscribers on 5G. It's a global leader of 5G. So the average consumer or the average user in India consumes more data than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
So I think India is actually a global frontrunner today, a very clear global frontrunner. So for us, it's an important market. It's really key to be there, but it also shapes roadmaps. And that's why I think it's important to be on those type of frontrunner markets and customers that we see.
Sure. At Mobile World Commerce over the past couple of years, we have been discussing 6G. But if you can give us an understanding on, the state of India's 5G rollout as well.
So if you look at 6G, and this is actually where I think India is very well positioned. 6G is probably not commercial until 2030. But the most important part is that it will be an evolution of 5G. So it will build on the architecture that we're already building now in 5G. Yeah. So it will make India easier to move into 6G when it comes. But the key is really to continue the build out of 5G to establish that as a strong backbone.
Yeah. And how important is the market, the India market for Ericsson as a company?
No, it's very important. You saw last year it was one of the key markets for us. We're in 2023, I should say, when we had a very rapid build out in India. But India is more than a market. It's actually, we have a large part of our employee base in India. It's actually our largest country for this number of employees. We have manufacturing in India, so we've been early with making India. So for us, India is it's one of the core markets for us where we need to be very strong.
And what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in the coming months, especially for and from the India market?
No, we think India is actually well positioned from a little bit of a different angle, but our strategy aims at making the network available for developers to actually run new type of applications. I think the entrepreneurial mindset in India, the startup scene in India actually can capitalize on this. So we are quite excited about the opportunities more from developing new type of use cases on top of the network and start to see that coming up in India, especially as you have a very strong digital infrastructure.
And also give us an understanding on, what is the progress and what is the state of affairs when it comes to a fully programmable network for a country like India?
It's starting to come. It's still very, very early. Globally, there are not that many fully programmable networks yet, but they will come, and then India will also be there.
Okay. And also give us an understanding on Ericsson's focus for the next few months for 2025. What are some of the other important things or discussions that you are having with industry leaders on ground and some of the things that you will apply going forward in the coming months?
I would say our key aim is to build high-performing programmable networks. That's where we are pushing forward at very high pace. And why is that important? Well, the high performance is kind of a fundamental part of a network. It's the coverage, it's capacity, it's the speed, it's the latency, and energy efficiency. So all of that is part. That's a fundamental. The other part is to make it programmable. That means that you can create dynamic network slices to solve specific customer needs or application needs. That's where our, call it near-term focus is, on starting to develop that ecosystem that kind of leverages the network for future applications. Could be mission critical, could be enterprise applications, could be new consumer use cases.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks to joining us today. It was wonderful having you.
Good seeing you.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.